Hey guys, Nicole Blazins here. Back with another Christmas story telling for you. So, this one, it's kind of sad and depressing when you think about it. But in my case, it wasn't funny at the moment, but when I look back now, it's funny. So, here we go. In my first video, I told you that being intoxicated causes impairments, big time. Judgment impairments, too. That's one of these other stories. And maybe being a responsible parent. So, this Christmas, I'm going to talk to you about. My mom decided that she went Christmas shopping, if you call it that. And apparently, when we opened up our present on Christmas Day, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what I found when I opened up my presents, and then I'll tell you the backstory of this Christmas story, of why we got what we got. So, it's going to go a little backwards this time because that's what the story details. So, for Christmas, I opened up my presents, super excited, ready to rip them wide open. Started opening them, and I'm just like, wait a minute, what is this? I was like, is this somebody else's used toys? And then I started opening it up, and my mom got me a baby doll because I had asked her for a baby doll that year. And I noticed baby doll was missing some eyeballs, baby doll was missing some hair, and baby doll had a lot of cuss words all over the face. So, to whomever that baby doll belonged to, apparently that baby doll was angry. And I just kind of looked at my mom and I asked her, what kind of Christmas presents are these? And she said that that was our Christmas and that we should be thankful for what we got. And let me remind you guys all, you should be thankful for what you get because Christmas is not about giving. I mean, it's about giving. It's not about receiving. Like, you're not supposed to get it, expect it back. You're supposed to give. You're supposed to open your mind and everything. But if we really want to get into this whole what Christmas is really about, it's about God, people. It's a religious thing. It's God's birthday. That's what Christmas is. But everybody has turned it into a candy corporated Christmas and presents, which is not what the real meaning of Christmas is. So let's just be honest and frank with that one. But the point is, I asked my mom, where was my real presents? And she said, those are your presents. And I asked her again, I was like, Mom, why did we get cruddy presents that are used? And she told me, well, Nicole, she said, frankly, I just couldn't afford Christmas this year. And then I overheard her on a phone call. Yep. Let me remind you, she had money. Because when it came to my nephew, she would buy him $50 Bubba Bears. Bubba Bears. Look them up. They were a thing back then. He had the whole collection by the time she was done. So she had money. And these bears used to be like $50 a bear. And she bought him like 4 or 5 for each Christmas. Long story short, we learned where all the money went to. And I love my nephew. But man, not when it comes to my Christmas. I'm not that sharing. I was a kid. I was supposed to get my Christmas presents. Not some used toys. But then I also learned Mom couldn't afford Christmas because, well, let's just be honest as it is. My stepfather had a dirty habit for going to get cigarettes and stupid airplane models like a little 2-year-old. So he'd always take our money and go buy little stupid airplanes. And he'd be up in his room playing with his little airplane toys. Sometimes I wanted to smash them. Oh, I wanted to smash them. I used to get so mad because I knew that's where a lot of our money went to. And if it didn't go to that, it went to their cigarettes. And if it didn't go to any of that, I'd be like, well, where in the heck did it go? Because we can't pay our bills and there's no lights on in here. Yeah, that happened right after Christmas. We had the electric go off. I had to move in with my godmom at the time where I live and move in with her until my mom could get the freaking lights turned back on so I didn't freeze to death and 0 below. And then my sister went to go stay with her friend and lived there for a while. We did not live with my mom. My mom went home and she slept in the cold. Or she slept wherever. I don't know. To be honest, I don't really care because I was a kid and it was her responsibility to take care of me. But instead, she would take care of her bad 2-day cigarette habit, 2 packs of cigarettes habit, if not more. And then she'd take care of my stupid stepdad that had to have his toys, his little toy airplanes. And yeah. So anyways, that Christmas was a bust. I got used toys from a Goodwill store because my mom was too cheap to even think of being just honest with us and saying Christmas might need to be hold off on a while. But then she all of them miraculously had enough to buy. Let me remind you, she got them like 4 Bubba Bears that Christmas, and she spent $50 on each of them. That's $200 that she could have taken and put on towards us kids and told my sister, I'm sorry, I can't afford something for Bubba this year. Or she could have made the blanket that she was already making him and finish it and given him that. Because he was a baby, he wouldn't have understood. And so instead, I guess you could say, we sacrificed our Christmas for our nephew. Which I'm fine with that because, well, it was my nephew. But, I mean, I shouldn't have had to sacrifice it. I shouldn't have been okay with it. I should have had a responsible parent. But apparently, my parents were like children. So that Christmas, yeah, used toys from a thrift store. And, it wouldn't have been so bad if they weren't so bad. They were written on, ripped, torn, shredded, you name it. I don't know what she was thinking. Oh, yeah, I do. That's right. She was drinking. Because when it gets around Christmas time, that's what she liked to do when we lived where we live. She'd go drinking with her little friends and do karaoke. So once again, intoxication, impairment. Big time on this one. Again. So, that's my Christmas story for number 3 for you. Once again, this goes to all the people out there that drink. Put the alcohol down. It just impairs you, makes you stupid. No need to drink it no more. Peace! Anyways, that was my story for Christmas. I hope you guys like this. I don't know if you like it. But go ahead and hit the like button because if you have any sympathy for me of a parent that has ever done this to you, then you will hit that like button. You will share this. I'd say comment, but you guys already know what I'm about to say. I got stalkers, aka my sisters, that I don't like, don't want nothing to do with. And they're probably watching this right now. And I'm sure they wish they could make a comment. Or maybe they're going to make a comeback video at me without me knowing it. But I don't really care because I don't pay attention to their lives. And I don't know what they're doing. The last time I heard is the one does TikTok. No, not TikTok. What is it? Yeah, it is TikTok. Or whatever the fudge it is. A thing that's supposed to be for kids, not for grown-ass, almost 50-year-old women. But I guess apparently she needs it in her life. It's more important than anything else to her. So with that being said, I just want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas again. And I will come out with Christmas number 4. So keep looking forward to number 4 coming of A Christmas Story. And I hope you guys like these. And like I said, this one's kind of a mess up one. But it had to go backwards and then it had to go forwards. And I guess I'm a little bit venting in this. So have patience. And sorry, I use my hands. You already know this from all my other videos. I tell you, I use my hands. I'm a hands person. I'm a talking hands person. That's who I am. And there's my beautiful tree. And once again, like I said, I'm sorry, my kids helped me decorate it. When you have 2 teenage boys, they just like throw it up. They're like, whatever, Mom, it's done. And that's what you get. And that's a Tiffany teal blue with a Tiffany teal blue bow. And then, of course, I have the silver balls right here. And I have the teal ones right here that are Tiffany style. So, if you're wanting to do a Tiffany style, go for it. And I even put on a purple for, yeah, go figure this one. In remembrance of my mother that died. It was her favorite color, purple. So, I put purple on my tree for her. And I have another thing on my tree for my other mother-in-law, my mother-in-law that passed away. which we have an angel on the tree for her that was donated to her through the donation center because she donated her eyes to the center when you die. She donated, so good for her. She did something that a lot of people don't have the guts to do, and she did it when she passed away, and she's a fighter. She fought cancer for almost 2 years. Beat it. Unfortunately, she just died shortly right after it. I think all the chemo treatments and everything after beating it just took a toll on her body. And all that being pumped into her didn't probably help. But it did help enough to where she beat the cancer before she died. So, like I said, go ahead and like, subscribe to my channel, share this. Be ready for Christmas number 4 story. And hopefully it won't be so much more depressing than this one. Alright, have a great Christmas, guys. Bye!